Nostradamus. Time traveler, vision seeker, doomsayer, prophet. He was a bit of everything. And now, more than 3 centuries after his death, the name of Nostradamus still arouses feelings of awe and evokes an aura of mystery. Nostradamus researchers agree that he foretold the terrible world wars of the 20th century, space travel, including the moon landing and the Challenger space shuttle disaster, submarines, nuclear energy, the Kennedy assassinations, the coming of the AIDS epidemic, and a cure that may emerge from research in space, earthquakes, political scandals, and social upheavals. Michel de Notre Dame in French, or Nostradamus in Latin, was born on December 14, 1503, in the small town of Saint-Rémy in France. He died in 1566 in Salon, exactly the way he predicted he would. Nostradamus' seemingly magical power to predict the future with chilling accuracy continues to fascinate the world. He was both honored and beloved, feared and criticized in his lifetime. This amazing time traveler has amazed generations with his startlingly accurate clairvoyance and crystal clear visions of things to come. More than half of what he predicted still remains a puzzle, which solution lies in the future, far into the future, since Nostradamus recorded events up to the year 3797 and beyond. For Nostradamus himself, these visions were hard to understand. For a 16th century man, it must have been very confusing to see aircraft, rockets, and moon landing. Now, as we've entered the new millennium, the fascination with Nostradamus and his visions of this, the 21st century, is at an all-time high, particularly in view of the tragedy of September 11, 2001. Not everyone accepts Nostradamus as a true prophet. After all, prophecy is an imperfect art at best, so we shouldn't be surprised if some of his predictions aren't exactly on the mark. Maybe he missed by a year or even a decade, or maybe the fault lies in our misreading of his words. Some interpreters acknowledge Nostradamus' predictions, whereas others point out the misses and put down the hits to luck or coincidence. If his predictions of the past were accurate, what about those of our future? These visions tormented Nostradamus. Nostradamus has mystified scholars for over 400 years. Was he a quack, a charlatan, or a true prophet? Does that mean Nostradamus was wrong? Or were his words simply misread? Anyway, many shrugged off Nostradamus as just another phony soothsayer. That may have been a mistake, because one of the frustrating realities about Nostradamus' predictions is the eerie way they came true when we least expected. Previously muddled predictions suddenly became clear as the time comes. In fact, some researchers believe that the recent developments in and around Bosnia were foretold more than 400 years ago. The words are only now becoming clear as the events unfold. During his lifetime, Nostradamus was one of the most famous men in Europe. Like a top celebrity, he enjoyed enormous wealth, glory, and popularity, as well as scorn. As a medical doctor, he gained fame for healing the suffering victims of the Black Plague that swept across the land. Some think that his unique treatment originated in a clairvoyant vision in which he saw future doctors prescribing yet-to-be-discovered remedies. That remarkable vision resulted from Nostradamus' study of ancient texts on magic, astrology, which was an accepted science in his day, his own special gifts of insight, and putting himself in a trance by staring into a bowl of steaming water as it gave off pungent vapors. He recorded most of his predictions in nearly 1,000 quatrains, 4 lines of verse that he divided into 10 sections or centuries. They are written in a mix of French, Old Provençal, and Latin. Nostradamus also mixed play on words, puns, number codes, allusions, and mysterious anagrams. Then, to muddle things even more, Nostradamus deliberately scrambled the order of the verses to further disguise the chain of events. That's why Nostradamus is so controversial as well as fascinating. For generations, we have been trying to unravel his predictions or intimations, or whether he simply tried to lead us up the garden path. But why leave such a tangle of confusion behind? Probably, experts say, because he was worried about his own safety in a time of rampant superstition, a belief in witches, and the Inquisition that ruled his world. Many church officials thought that with his unholy visions, Nostradamus was treading dangerously close to heresy. Nostradamus explained it this way: future events, both happy and gloomy, are inevitable. If present kingdoms, sects, and religions were to see future kingdoms, sects, and religions, they would condemn what future centuries recognize as the truth. Therefore, I declare in dark and cryptic sentences the causes that will lead to future changes of mankind by clouding them in obscure but prophetic language.